We all know that MVC's Harris had his share of drama. But who would have imagined that Jasmine would become embroiled in a scandal this significant? There's one thing we know, it's that the internet never forgets, and she's going to learn. That, the hard way. Grab some popcorn because this story has more drama than a reality TV lie. You won't believe what has been uncovered about Jasmine's web of deceit. Her fairy tale is crumbling quickly. Just when we thought the drama between Mendeecees and Jasmine Bleu couldn't get any more messy. The receipts this time are indisputable. But the real question is why Jasmine lied and what part Yandy Smith played in all of this. What I'm about to reveal will leave you wondering about everything. This is the shocking truth behind her lies. Secret phone calls, leaked messages, and jaw-dropping receipts that will leave everyone in disbelief. Men, let's go back in time. It's a well-known hip-hop mogul reality TV celebrity. Harris from DC is, let's face it, a man whose name is often in the news. His life has always been full of drama. Due to his past legal issues and his turbulent relationship with Yandy Smith. Then, out of nowhere, Jasmine Bleu made shocking accusations about Mendeecees that sent the internet into a frenzy. Now the truth is finally coming to light. It all began when Jasmine made explosive claims about Mendeecees that implied a secret affair and betrayal. She described lavish vacations, pricey gifts, and private encounters that allegedly took place behind closed doors. Social media went crazy, and Team Jasmine stood by her, believing everything she said. But then things began to fall apart when timelines didn't match details. Ceased to add up, the truth always comes out when the internet digs. And now, men's clothes. Associates are speaking up, and guess what? They're dying over everything they said Jasmine overstated. Her narrative wasn't as flawless as she had claimed. Let's just say that the so-called proof is a mess. There are conflicting text messages, photos, and even phony screenshots that Jasmine purportedly used as proof of their affair. But this is where things get really messy. She also twisted the facts and in some cases outright lied about her relationship with Mendeecees Smith. Yandy typically. When drama breaks out, Yandy typically the first to speak up. But on this occasion, her silence raises suspicions. Some claim Yandy is aware that Jasmine is lying, but she refuses to waste time on something so absurd. Others think she's simply waiting for the right opportunity to make her move, and social media is broken. Instagram bloggers are having a field day, and Twitter is ablaze with threads dissecting everything Jasmine has posted. While some followers continue to back Jasmine because they believe there is some truth to her accusations, others want her to quickly apologize, and here's the real bombshell. Jasmine might not be acting by herself. Yes, you read correctly. There are rumors that she has been given misleading information. Jasmine may be a pawn in a much larger game at this stage. And it's possible that she was paid by someone who wants to see M fail but is a resentful former business partner, an angry family member, or someone else with an agenda. Let's discuss these alleged receipts. Experts verified thought Photoshop is a powerful technique when Jasmine claimed to have texts demonstrating that many men were in love with her. The typefaces don't match. The timestamps are off, and the entire thing appears to have been changed. DC's camp even asserts that the leap phone call was made by males who DC reportedly claimed to love, and that those messages never existed in the first place, according to audio specialists. The recording is altered. It sounds like several conversations were cut together to create a false story. Is Jasmine lying about everything? Mend appears to be maintaining his composure and hasn't responded to Jasmine's accusations directly. But his cryptic posts speak for themselves, and to be honest, he doesn't need to. Jasmine's credibility is eroding more quickly than she can handle, but this is where things get even worse. Jasmine's old buddy recently came forward with incriminating evidence, revealing that Jasmine had privately acknowledged embellishing certain portions of her narrative to make it sound more dramatic. Best of all, there are screenshots in white and black. I know you're all waiting to see what happens next. And I assure you that this situation is far from being resolved. What will happen next is going to get much crazier, and you're not ready. The extent to which Jasmine Bleu went to maintain this falsehood will astound you. Jasmine herself admitted to making things up just to get attention. This isn't just bad, it's disastrous. What happens now? Will Jasmine continue the act, or will the internet find her and force her to confess? At this rate, her entire reputation is on the line. Yandy is just sitting back watching Jasmine dig her own grave. We're going to analyze everything. But don't worry. If you thought part 1 was messy, part 2 is even more intense. Just when we thought this story couldn't get any stranger, it takes an unexpected turn. The tea is hot right now, and social media is on fire, so hold on to your wigs. Fabricated documents, staged images, and even questionable activities that might land her in serious legal trouble. If you believe that Jasmine's publicity was the pinnacle of her drama, think again. Her story is unraveling more quickly than a reality TV reunion fight. Do you recall how Jasmine was caught up in contradictions? Well, the internet got to work as soon as the receipts are publicly visible, but the scenario behind the scenes is very different. In other words, things aren't looking good when the first bombshell dropped, revealing even more damning evidence against her. Unfolding screen captures, voice memos, and additional screenshots after being silent for so long. Men, this is where things get more stranger. Internet detectives have been looking everywhere. Harris of DC is finally talking about it, and believe me, he isn't hiding anything, according to sources. Jasmine was never the defenseless victim that she presented herself as, according to Mendeecees, who assert that she has been a talented manipulator the entire time, and now that she has been discovered, she is spiraling. Let's take a moment to recall how this all began. When the receipts began to arrive, Jasmine was the one who appeared suspicious. It turned out that she was projecting her own skeletons onto guys. Jasmine had made alarming charges, giving the impression that she had sinister secrets about Mendeecees. B has always found it amusing how that worked. K, the most vocal accuser, is frequent live, one who hides the most. And let's not forget Yandy Smith. According to reliable sources, Yandy is now positive that Jasmine stole anything from her. Andy is done being nice. But wait, gets worse, because now Jasmine's own people are turning against her. When people realize they've been duped, they don't remain silent. Instead, they start talking, and that's exactly what's happening. Plotting from the beginning. And really? Can you blame her? Imagine discovering that someone you once trusted was actually working against you. That's betrayal at its worst. Sources now claim that Jasmine's own team has made startling disclosures. Let's face it, Jasmine knew her tale was unraveling. Yet, she persisted in believing she could control the story. But now that everything is unraveling, what will happen next? Will Jasmine try harder to maintain the facade? Or will the internet turn against her before she is compelled to come clean? Her entire image is now on the line. And believe me, this drama is far from over. It backfired in the worst way possible. Jasmine truly believed she could control the internet and manipulate the story. But she underestimated how quickly the truth comes out. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they do. There are rumors that Jasmine Bleu had a backup planned from the start. The internet has officially turned against Jasmine, and her attempts to repair the damage have been a complete disaster. Even some of the most well-known gossip blogs that once supported her are now backing off, realizing they may have been duped. However, since Jasmine is in a panic, let's talk about how she's handling this meltdown. She was allegedly ready to release more evidence to cover her tracks, but before she could do so, someone on her own team betrayed her. And suddenly, her entire plan fell apart, was misinterpreted. Oh, please, girl. You knew exactly what you were trying to convince people of with those first words. Now that the heat is on, suddenly, that's not what I meant. But some people still support her in spite of all this chaos. I mean, how can anyone continue to defend someone who has been repeatedly exposed for lying? At some point, you have to admit that the person you're supporting isn't the victim they're pretending to be. And honestly, it's making him look foolish. But wait, this isn't over yet, because there is a rumor that things are about to blow up. Again, additional receipts, legal risks, and perhaps even a public statement from MC Harris himself is on the table. And if MC says anything, you can bet he has something big if he's getting ready to respond. If you thought the drama peaked already, think again, because Yandy Smith, the guest who stepped in just as the internet was still processing Jasmine's downfall, went live on Instagram, and instead of remaining silent, Yandy looked straight into the camera and said, "I've stayed silent long enough, but the real truth needs to be told. I can't sit back and let these lies spread any further." The entire internet held its breath, wondering if she was going to reveal. Jasmine, entirely the internet was trembling as Yandy did more than just talk. She brought receipts live on camera and went through Jasmine's texts, dissecting every contradiction she had ever made. No one knows what will happen next, but trust me, part 3 is going to be even more insane. So grab some popcorn because the grand finale is almost here. According to rumors, Jasmine had a serious underestimation of the internet's capacity to uncover the truth. She believed she could control the story, but when I tell you that, things just grew worse. Backup plan in the event that things didn't work out for her. She was reportedly ready to publish further proof to support the deception. But before she could do so, a member of her own team turned against her and she abruptly lost control of the story. Let's talk about Jasmine's most recent desperate move, where she abruptly claimed she was misunderstood despite having no way out. Her damage control is a complete mess, and even the biggest gossip blogs that once supported her are now backing away after realizing they may have been served the plates of lies. We all saw what she was attempting to accomplish. But now that she's been caught, it's all, "Oh, that's not what I meant." And the hilarious part is that some people continue to support her. Please stop being so firm for so long. When you believe that Jasmine's downfall is complete, you have to acknowledge that the person you are supporting isn't the victim they claim to be. This story is about to get even messier. We're talking about legal threats, more receipts, and possibly even a full public statement from many. If he speaks, it's over for Jasmine. This drama is only getting worse, and we haven't even reached the final act yet. So, trust me, you won't want to miss any of it. 3. This tea is heating, so get some munchies. What about Mendeecees and Yandy Smith? Will they file a lawsuit? Or will they continue to drop receipts? If you thought this tea was hot, please leave a comment below and let me know. I promise you that there is more to come. The drama in these streets never ends. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications. I hope to see you in the next one, and stay tuned because this is going to get even messier.